Hi everybody, Brandon here. Getting ready for the holidays and say happy holiday. And this is our January 6 times 10. So again, we're hopefully you can check this out. And for this upcoming month, it's all going to be about Google. So just to remind you, 6 times 10, we're going to share 6 things with you that you can utilize in your classroom for January. The idea is just to pick one and try to use that with your students, and I think we have some really good ones to share with you this month. So, like I said, December's Google. Which is really things you could use in January, and then we'll think about global for February, and it looks like we need to think about some other things to share with you the rest of the school year, which we will. So, starting here, global collaborator is Google Expeditions. So, Google Expeditions you can use on your iPads, and you can actually take the students on a 3D virtual tour of all kinds of different places all over the world. It's pretty cool. It has some lessons within it and stuff like that. So if you want to borrow the iPads and use that with your students, you can. And maybe at some point we might be able to do it on the Chromebooks. We're working on that, but there's some security stuff with the Chromebooks, so you have to use the iPads at this point. But that's Google Expeditions. Google Tour Builder. So Google Tour Builder can be used on any device, and this is a place that students can actually use their Chromebooks to create a tour. They can pick a location on the map, and they can add photos and videos and information about it, and then add another space, another place to go, and they can sort of tell a story about history. They could tell a story about World War II, you name it, or current events around the history of the area, but it gives you a nice place to pinpoint a location on the map, but also share information about that location. Pretty easy to use and check out. The next one here is Google Tour Creator. So, tour builders, you build the tours, sort of like you did back in the day with Google Earth. Google Tour Creator is actually taking 3D, three-dimensional VR. You would take a 360 camera, you could take a picture, which we have a couple of that you could borrow for the students, if you want. You take that 360 image or find a 360 image that's already been created on the web, and the students can actually go in that 360 environment and actually add videos, text, images to tell a story about that space. So let's say you're in France and you're at the Louvre, you could actually talk about different things and paintings that are there, but the students can create the content, and they can even use the 3D glasses to experience that as well. So that's Google Tour Creator. Google Science Journal, this is another one that's on the iPad only. Hopefully will come to the Chromebook soon. Well, this one you can actually, the students, it's literally a science journal. Students can journal, but there's also a bunch of different scientific things they can do with the iPad. So there's an accelerometer, there's some other different things within the iPad that you can see sound and stuff like that with it. There's a bunch that's just escaping me right now. There are lots of stuff that they can do using that, and they can journal it using the science journal. So students could even take it, they have a device of their own, take that home, they could do some experiments and then share it back from their experiments at home as well. So that's Google Science Journal. This one here is called Google Applied Skills. So Google has created a bunch of different lessons with certain applied skills they feel like students should know. Internet safety, digital citizenship, how to create passwords is one of them. But there's also content around all kinds of different areas with digital skills and problem solving that you'll see the students will have access to. So if you're looking for a way to supplement a student that maybe is a little bit above, or something to give your students to sort of enhance their skills, Google Applied Skills is definitely something to check out. The last but not least is Google Classroom. My high school folks, you're using Canvas, so you probably we don't want you using Google Classroom, but Google Classroom has a lot of enhancements, and actually the enhancements they have make it a lot like Canvas. So check out the information about Google Classroom and see all the new things they have added. So it's a lot easier to share information with students, to get information back. There's even something there that'll actually look for plagiarism within within the students' writing, and they can check themselves before they submit to the teacher. That's just one of the things that they've offered. So check out Google Classroom. Lots of awesome new changes for that you can check out. And all the sites, I should have said this before, I've been showing the screenshots of all this information is on our website under instructional technology in Google. So you can check out all the different resources, look a little bit more if you're interested in something. But definitely, please try out one of these amazing tools with Google. A little bit different than what we usually do with Google Docs and Sheets and stuff. This is the stuff by Google that's maybe you didn't know and that's out there. So our focus for Google. Also want to remind you, I said something about borrowing iPads and stuff like that. The Learning Library is still out there. We actually are in the process of purchasing new items for the Learning Library. Hopefully we can share them with you in January. And last but not least, we are going to be pushing into the schools again in January. So we have our schedule up there. Look for the emails from us to sign up and to meet with Lisa or myself. And we're really excited for 6x10. We're about halfway through. Feel like it's going great. And we look forward to seeing everyone. Have a happy and safe holiday. And this has been 6x10. And until next month, have a good one.